Welcome back to the Sunshine Way. I am your lovely, lovely, lovely host Chiya, and welcome back to my channel where we become better teachers, better dancers, and live a life of light, y'all, and let our light shine. So in today's video, yes, since it's back to school season, okay? Back to school season. Let me fix this camera. It's back to school season, so I want to start posting some back to school content. And even though things are looking kind of suspect or iffy right now, I feel like we'll be able to at least do part of the school year. But I'm claiming right now, if it is God willing, we will be in school this year. I do not want to do virtual. That is not my desire to do virtual or have virtual, that little thing that we did. I ain't like that. Anyways, so we doing back to school videos, and I'm excited. Right now, our school is planning to go back full-fledged, and the masks are not mandatory, but they're optional. But there has been some back and forth about if they're going to make them mandatory, but we still all come back to school. So we'll just have to see when school starts, and it hasn't started yet, but I actually start going back for teacher work days next week, and yeah, so I'm super excited. So as y'all know, this school year will be my 4th school year in the school system, but it'll be my 3rd year teaching, and I'm super excited about it. Like, y'all, I've been through a lot these past couple years, and I'm still here, and I still want to be here. And what I would like to say is I want to give some advice to those who this is your first year, or you're a veteran teacher, and you just feel like you need to do things different, or the fact that we just spent like a year and a half in a whole COVID situation, so you just need some refreshers on things that you need. So today we're going to talk about 10 things that you must have, that every teacher must have for the start of the year. You have to have these things, and these things, some of these things are like things you buy, but some of them are things that you have to do in preparation for the beginning of the school year, and that you will need throughout the school year. So without further ado, without me doing a whole 3-minute intro, let's get right into the second. I gotta find, here we go. Had to find my list on my phone. So the first thing on my list is a planner, okay? And the reason why I say a planner is because if you really truly want to be intentional about being organized and being able to balance that teacher, social life, family life, if you truly want to balance that, you're going to have to be somewhat organized and somewhat have your things in control. Depending on what your duty will be, or what content you're teaching, or grade level you're teaching, there will be different things that you need to prioritize and organize. So being able to have a planner to really see those things and use those things is a no-brainer. Now, whether you have one where it's like this big and you can put like 20 lesson plans on one page, or if you got like a little planner like that, just something to keep you organized, keep you focused, and keep your stuff in check. Number 2, Expo markers and whiteboards. I cannot tell you, even when we was doing this half hybrid situation, literally having the whiteboards and the Expo markers really help the kids see stuff and just being able to do stuff with their hands. And then Expo markers and whiteboards, you could like easily wipe those off with like Lysol wipes and stuff like that. And then on top of that, Expo markers and whiteboards, just so many things you can do with them. And then as a teacher, you writing on a whiteboard often happens, so you need that a lot too. So that is a no-brainer. You have to have those. The third thing is highlighters. Another reason why I say highlighter is because, especially if you're doing paper things, whether you print it out or if they're like taking some type of notes or doing something where they need to highlight certain things, highlighters come in handy constantly. Okay. Number 4, pencils and color pencils. For some reason, kids come to school and don't have pencils. Kids have a pencil in the beginning of the day, but by 4th block, they don't have a pencil. So you have to always have your own materials, period, on deck. And having those things like color pencils and highlighters just allows you to really expand on your learning and expand on your lessons and whatever you're trying to do. Number 5 is some type of online situation. Okay, so right here on my list I have Google Drive and Canvas. Now, whatever your school provides for you, that's good too, but there's also things like Pear Deck or Nearpod that sometimes you have to purchase on your own if your school doesn't already have a license agreement with them. That's like something you might have to purchase on your own. But like having some type of thing, because one, with the kids having laptops or being on computers so much, it does change things up, make it a little more interesting and engaging for them. So having that prepared and having that with them, me personally, I love Google Slides and how you can use Pear Deck and Nearpod and you can like mash them into your Google Slides. So it's really easy to use. But yeah, like definitely try to get some of those. We also use Canvas, and another reason why I like these online things is good is because it makes grading easier, because either you can filter it right to your grade book that you have for the school that's in the computer system, or you can see exactly what the kids get, and you don't have to like calculate no grades in your mind or like grade it, like grades it for you, show you that they participated or whatever the case may be, and you can just upload that, send it, put it right to your computer and do your grading easy. Number 6, preset. This one is long. It says preset specific general rules and expectations. Alright, so preset means before the kids get into the classroom, you already have these rules in mind, you already have these expectations in mind. And why I said specific in general is because they need to be specific enough that you giving them exactly what they should do, but it should be general enough where it's not overdoing it, overthinking. So for example, show respect. What comes with that rule is at their house or with their family or with their friends, the respect level is different, alright? And that really doesn't give them true specific guidelines on how to respect you or anything like that. So, more rules of what you want to when it comes to preset. And this reason why you have preset is because there's certain things that kids just gonna come in with that type of energy. But you want to be able to change something or add something because it has to be tailored to your kids, because you could come in and all of your kids, even if they're like off the charts, they're still respectful towards you, so you don't really need that respect goal or to really like go into super detail about it. But a good goal, I mean not a good goal, why I keep saying goal, expectation is follow directions the first time when given. Okay, when given a direction, follow it the first time. That's simple. If I say, can you please sit down, whatever I say, that direction I gave you, that redirection I gave you the first time I say it, follow the directions the first time they're given. That means if I tell you to stop talking or to stop horseplaying or to show respect, you, as soon as I'm saying that, that's the first time I'm saying it, and you follow exactly what I'm saying. So that's a preset rule that you can have, and that's without understanding. So right, and it's general enough where it's like, oh, we understand that, or oh, I can do that, but it's specific enough to say the first time I say something, you need to be doing it. Number 7, notebooks and paper. Okay, the same thing with the pencils. Kids start off with stuff and then don't come to school with it, or by the end of the day they don't have it, and it's just good to keep a set of paper in here so they can just grab it when they need to, and to also have the own separate notebooks for the class. Now if they're in high school, that's different, but I'm really talking about for elementary and middle school. Like, just already having a notebook they can put their name on, and they leave it in your class. They pick it up when they come in your class, and they leave it in your class. Alright, that's what I always do, and I definitely recommend that for everybody. Alright, number 8, a lunchbox. Okay, because I don't know about other people's schools, but we don't have like 11 refrigerators and thing, and everybody can't fit their lunchbox in the refrigerator. So having a lunchbox that you can sit in your freezer, like I have one day, I can put it in the freezer and it pretty much stay cold all day. So having that lunchbox where it's cold, you have your food, and you can carry it around with you is most definitely, without doubt, you have to have that. Unless you have a small refrigerator in your classroom, then that's different. Number 9, ways to group students and call on them. And the reason why I say that is because attitude change, lessons change, standards change, the kids' levels in which they are learning change, right? So you need to have a quick way, whether it's an online resource or it's something like you just pluck popsicle sticks out, but have a way that you can group them and partner them, and then also have a way that you can call on them, because you don't want to call on one student all the time, or for only one student to be raising their hand all the time and nobody else is talking. And number 10 that you must have, you got to have this. You have to have this. You have to have an open mind. An open mind, because things change indefinitely. The students change, their life at home change, their interactions with adults change, things at the schoolhouse change themselves, and things in your life, things that happen to you, things that you want to talk about change as well. You have to be able to look at that and say, listen, I have an open mind, I can be optimistic, and I can do it. Alright, and you got to know when to fold and when to leave, okay? And when to do what you need to do and say, hey, this is my classroom, this is my creative mind, I'm following these guidelines, but I'm doing what I need to do and what's best for my classroom. Must-haves. So, if you ever came to any of my list videos, you know that I go over the list really quick, really fast, so you can know everything that I said. So, number 1 was a planner. Number 2 was Expo Markers and whiteboards. Number 3 was highlighters. Number 4 was pencils and color pencils. Number 5 was Google Drive and like Canvas, like online things, Nearpod, Pear Deck, stuff like that. Preset and specific and general rules and expectations. What number is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 notebooks and paper. Number 8, extra notebook for number 8, lunchbox. And number 9, ways to group students and to call on them. And number 10, have an open mind, y'all. So without further ado, this is officially my first back to school related video. It's back to school season, and without further ado, I wish y'all the best of blessings, love, and abundance into your new school year. I hope everything works out accordingly to how you expect it to. I hope God comes in and leads you on what to do with your classroom and what to do this school year when it comes to making decisions. And I just hope you have a lot of fun, you enjoy your kids, you make a lot of memories, and you jump a lot of hurdles and you make a lot of moves. So without further ado, go into your classroom, do the best that you can, be who you can be, okay? So if you like this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up, make sure you hit the subscribe button, and make sure you tap that notification bell so you can be notified every time your girl upload. And remember, be humble, be inspiring, be kind, y'all, and don't forget to shine. I see